Good afternoon to YouTube. So today we'll do a little unboxing. Nothing's getting installed today. Wasn't planning on this one. To me, I'm wondering if it's a little small, but we're going to unbox it. It was a smoking deal. I had to have it. So we have a rigid Industries 40-inch RDS series double row pro Sherpa light, curved light bar. So I'm going to mount this on my roof rack, assuming I keep it. I was really wanting like around a 50-inch because it might be a little small. We're going to find out. So we'll do a little test fit, and if it's too small, I'll put it back up and just sell it and go from there. So I'm going to be a little weird and try to be a box keeper, but I'm going to try to keep it as in good a shape. If I return it, I can still return it. I got it off Amazon, and I don't know what happened here, but they posted this light, and it was $640 Canadian. Everywhere else, this is a $2,400 light. So I'm like, I'll take my chances, you know. And there's nothing wrong with it. At least, well, we're gonna find out. The box is brand new. Everything's in there. Apparently it's got the wiring harness, a switch, mounting hardware. Like, this is a pretty high quality light. Oh, Billy Box Keeper over here. Da-da-da. Well, holy cannoli. Doesn't look broken. Does look like it might have been returned at one point. We got the wiring harness and the switch here. That's nice. Performance resonance dampeners. Ooh, these I see, yeah, from the wind noise. That's pretty cool. I was watching videos about that, how these things start whistling and making noise. And we got some brackets. That's hip. It smells weird, this box. Got a smell to it. Gotta get a sticker. Maybe that's why it was cost less. The box stinks. It's pretty heavy. That's fantastic. Shit. No fooling. Good on you, Rigid. This is a whole other level of quality. Look at this light. Like, jeez. Losing gas mileage on this thing. So here's the installation guide. Comes with the light, mounting brackets, lock washers. Pretty straightforward stuff by the looks of it. These dampeners will go into the middles here, I guess. The wiring harness. Oh, it's got a relay and everything. So the wire will be on this will be the driver's side, and then I can get it through the solar gland up there, easily into the van. And you just got your positive, negative, connect into the relay here, which will then get to the switch. Really nice quality light. I don't think anything's broken. Did I win? Did I win that? So I'm gonna jump up on the van. I'll have hold the light. I'll have Samantha kind of take some photos and maybe do a little video and see how it looks, and we'll go from there whether I keep this thing. But just looking at it right now, I'm pumped. I'm on a roof. Awkwardly, I can't tell what it looks like down there. Does it seem like it fits?
It looks like it fits.
It looks like it's more like the width. Does the width look right?
I think it looks. I mean, you were also saying you could get like smaller lights to go on either side of it.
Yeah.
I think it'll do its job of lighting things up. I think it looks good under.
That's the gist of it. I guess we'll see the video when I get down.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay.
Ta-da!
Based on the video and some photos, I don't know if it's the best fit. Could be better. But I think it's worth keeping. I think it's a really good quality light bar, and for the price I paid, it's worth it. Worst case, I can add pod lights. No, I wouldn't even need them. It becomes like an aesthetic thing at that point. I don't think I would need to, but yeah, for what I paid compared to what it would cost to get a 50-inch light bar new, you're talking, what, $2,500 to $3,000 Canadian to get a 52-inch light bar? No. No, this was smoke and deal at $670 after tax or whatever it costs. So I think I will keep this bar. Houston, we have some problems. So this wiring harness, although it is very nice, is big time short. There is just no way to get all of it. So here's the switch to get this to the dash, and this to the battery. I wanted to put this to the battery under my passenger seat, and then the wire here where the light bar gets mounted, I'm probably losing maybe 2 feet or so just to get from the light bar back to the solar ports, so the solar gland. I wanted to go on my roof rack on the underside. So the problem is I have about 1.5 inches. The tube of the roof rack is about 1.5 inches thick to get lower. So we might be coming up with some custom aluminum brackets. I just kind of trace these and come up with the thing. The thickness of the metal is very similar. It's already kind of bent at a 90 degree, and then they get mounted right there. You just wanted to put a light bar on my van. Not so fast. I made some custom brackets. We're back at it. These are, you know, I kind of tried to follow the same shape as the old ones. The material's a little thinner. I'm a little bit concerned. We'll test them and see how it works. But yeah, they're just a little longer than the old ones. It's all aluminum. I painted it. So I took the front of roof rack off, and I'm going to map this out and see how this fits. All right, she's all set up. That was a little wobbly and a little wonky. Brackets are sitting flush. What I'm a little bit unsure of, it just clears. So, got it propped up. This is all flat. Bolt that down. Seems like it's leaning too far down. It's hard to say just on the angle. That looks like a bit of an extreme angle there. Reality is I won't know until I get it lit up and it's dark and see what we're actually facing. But we'll get it centered. We'll drill some holes and see what happens. Looks just great upside down. Tell you what. Oh, of course. Whoa, baby. That almost fell off the table. That would have been real bad. All right, I'm done for another month, I guess. But pretty cool. Let's put that front of that roof rack back on with the fancy pants lights. So it's good to go. Should be all right. I can always adjust the angle when I'm up there. Hopefully this depth fits. So the short pretty one is going to have to go onto the roof.
Yay.
The ugly grumpy one is going to have to do all the lifting, and that's something. All right, per usual, everything stable, flat.
We are putting silicone on whatever those things are.
Dampeners.
Dampeners. Supervising. I'm supervising.
Why the fuck did the supervisor get silicone all over herself?
Because I'm a
Isn't
bad
that something?
supervisor.
Is that a supervisor? How did they get that? How did that happen? I don't know how I'm going to film this. There's no real good angle to film it, but because we're both going to be up there, we're going to work this cable through the solar port.
I've done it. I think I've done it.
Okay, so this is really tricky, but this solar port in there, trying to work that cable, this is
Region there.
not exactly the greatest footage, but yeah, we'll deal with that after. Let's get this thing bolted on here. Alrighty, it got dark on me. We'll maybe do some more filming in the morning, but that is on there. Back at it with wiring this light bar. It's been a hot minute, i.e. months. I had tested it before and it did work, but now let's finalize it. So this is the light bar coming out, the wiring through the roof. Now I've got some lever nuts here connecting it to the wiring harness. It's going down. This, I had to remove the B pillar. It goes down here, and then I attach the relay to the B pillar here, and this is the power. Now hold on, a bit awkward. Now it comes down, and this will all be hidden behind the plastic. I will have to lengthen this. This is the switch, but I'm gonna run this down beside the floor, up and around, right, that's the wire that powers the rigid scene lights. So I'm just gonna follow that line, and the switch will end up in that 6 bank over there. But the power, it comes down. I had to lengthen the wires a little bit, but it goes in here. This actually has 2 fuses. So this one had a built-in inline fuse here. There's a 30 amp in here. It wasn't long enough to get into this fuse panel I have under the seat here. So I had to just extend the wires a little bit. As you can see, I used a 12 AWD wire. They're connected there. Roll in here, and negative, positive, and then I did use a 25 amp fuse in this circuit, or this bank right here for the light. You can see my battery system is a little different. I removed the factory auxiliary battery and added in an alternator charger and a 314 amp hour lithium battery, and then connected a fuse panel there. So, and also my EcoFlow alternator charger will connect to this. It's not hooked up at the moment, but yeah, so the fan, the dash camera, the rigid scene lights on the side, and the light bar are all connected, and they run off of this battery and don't touch the EcoFlow power system, the main house battery. She's wired. So I had to cut off the bits for the switch. These go into the footwell. It was really awkward. I fished them through. They run just above the, that's your jack in here, just in here. I'll screw this back down. They come up and in and through behind this, and then they come out back there. And then I'm gonna zap strap all these in. It's pretty easy access when you got this panel removed up in here. They come up and in and through, and I got the switch temporarily connected. I'll figure all that out after, but you can hear the relay. It's got power. And let's go out inside and see the light. Since this has been taking hours, it's getting darker. There we go. Oh yeah. Light bar. Yes. I hope you get some information from this video, and it can help you if you're putting a light bar on your van, and just showing how well, at least how I wired it, and how you can go about doing that. It's a Rigid Industries 40-inch RDS light bar connected to a lithium battery that is completely separate from your main starter battery, so you don't have to worry at all about it draining your main battery if you leave it on and forget about it or whatever. So yeah, I hope this video helped. Thanks for watching.